What's up guys, it's Jake and Ethan here. We want to do another app review for you. We've done so many of these and we hope they're beneficial for you. And today we're gonna compare Truebill versus Pocketguard.
Showdown.
We always love a good showdown.
So make sure you watch to the end of this video. We're gonna show first Truebill and then we're gonna show Pocketguard and then we're gonna compare the two together. So if you're trying to find which is the better app, make sure you stay till the end because we will do a comparison side by side on cost, interface, budgeting features, and which one we like more.
Oh, you name it.
So pulling up Truebill, we're gonna go through the interface, show you what it looks like, show you some of the different features, and then we'll talk about it. So if we look, we start off with the dashboard view. It's got 4 main pages, so they're pretty easy. This first one shows you this month's spending, a little graph, it's beautiful. And if you click on it, it'll show you a little bit more in depth of
looks like a month to month.
A month to month, kind of what you're seeing, how much you've earned versus how much you've spent, the different categories you've spent it at, just shows you a breakdown of where your money's going.
And it kind of like this, it shows you like largest purchases, frequent spending, like different like categories on different viewpoints on how you're spending your money.
It breaks it up very nicely on how you do it. And up here, it'll show you your credit score as well. You can get a free credit score with this app. Woo. So that's an awesome feature. If you go back to the dashboard view, it'll show some of your bills that are gonna be coming up. It really does a nice job of keeping track of those different things. It'll show your to-do list, a little overview of your net worth, kind of how much money is in each of your different accounts. And then it has a whole page for your recurring investments and a calendar to show you when they're gonna happen so you can keep track of that. And right here, it just shows you that things you've already paid, things that are coming up pretty soon. And then you can search through your different transactions and look through all of those. So if we look at the app, it's very simple. You can manage your budget. It has a small budgeting feature, some notifications, you can edit your profile, and it has a nice quote. If you fell down yesterday, stand up today.
Beautiful, I just love it.
Feel good moments.
Also, if you feel self-conscious about how much money you have, but you want to recommend it to your friends, it's gonna scramble your data.
Scramble my data.
Look, I just earned more money.
Nice. So me personally, when I look at the interface, I really enjoy Truebill. It's one of my kind of favorites on the interface. It's very easy, has basically 3 main tabs. One of your snapshot, a couple graphs, one of recurring investments that'll pop up so you can see exactly what expenses you have to watch out for. And then it has kind of another page of just those different categories and things that it does. So very easy, very simple, shows you straight to the point what it is incredible at.
If you got lost in all those words, just make sure to go right back and just rewatch that first part where we just go right through it. It's nice.
It's nice.
Another cool thing is their budget feature. It's slightly different than a couple of the other ones, so we're just gonna jump in and kind of show you detailed what it does. So you come to the budget page and right off the bat, it shows you kind of like your 2 main like finance things. So your bills and your income. And then it says you have X amount of money left after bills. And then that's when you go to your categories. And I haven't set up everything here. So you can just kind of like set up everything else that you have. And then right at the end, it says your budget, how much you budgeted for, and then how much you thinks you're gonna save based on that budget. It doesn't really have the like charts necessarily like Mint or like Personal Capital or Pocketguard that we went over, but it has these little graphs right here, month to month, how much you've spent. And then obviously you can view your transactions for that specific category, which is cool. A little different, something to get used to, I feel like.
So the question, how much does Truebill cost? And there are a couple different options that you can do. What's the damage here? There is a free version and you can do almost everything free as far as the budgeting side goes. Now, what Truebill really promotes itself for doing, we'll talk about this a little bit later, is arguing your bills for you, lowering your bills down, kind of managing your recurring expenses. So if you want that feature, you're gonna have to upgrade to, it's called Premium, and it has a couple different cool features that are associated with this Premium feature. So that will cost you anywhere between $3 to $12 a month. You can choose which
They
tier.
literally let you choose, and I think it's the same.
Yeah, so you can kind of choose what you want to spend each month, and you'll get a little different things, but basically the same thing with that Premium feature. So like we were saying, one of the main features with Truebill is they argue your bills for you. For example, your insurance, your car, your utilities. They'll contact these people and they'll argue and get those bills lower for you. So that's one thing that they super pride themselves on, is catching these recurring expenses, stopping unwanted subscriptions and canceling those and lowering your bills.
I think they had like an 80 to 90% success rate.
They lower your bills. It's
So it's
true.
gonna work.
The thing with this, and this is associated with the cost, is for your first year, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take 40% of the amount of dollars that they've saved you from canceling these bills. And they're gonna take that. You keep 60% of that money that they've saved you, and they'll take 40. So it can seem like a little bit of a chunk, but that's just for the first year. They don't do that every consecutive year.
So every time we talk about Pocketguard, I kind of think it's like the underdog. It's less well known, but honestly, and I think it might be overlooked a little bit, but I think it has some really good features that we should pay attention to. So the overview, it kind of reminds me of Mint.
Looks very similar.
So like you have your notifications here, you have like exactly how much money, big number right up top, how much do I have? And then your upcoming bills, your paychecks, spending in your budget, so we can go over that in a second. Goals that you'll set up. It actually has an individual savings account. In the future, it's not quite here yet, but you can sign up for the waiting list.
Nice, coming soon.
Coming soon, man. Your net income for the month, and then your net worth. So pretty quick, like simple page here. Like every single account has, you have your accounts here. So you just go over some of those accounts. This is always fun. The graphs, look at those beautiful graphs.
Beautiful.
You can see how much you spent in all of these individual categories. And then you can do it as like a list form.
Nice.
Which is kind of fun. You can create hashtags to create like custom categories and reports. You can throw those on your
You need a hashtag, because if you don't have a hashtag, do you have a custom goal?
Yeah, do you even save?
No.
Do you even guard your pocket? And then merchants, you can see like how much you spent where, which is always fun to do, and you and your significant other arguing how much you spent on knives or how much you spent on jewelry and things. It's always nice to like pull up the facts and be like,
Flex it on them.
Exactly.
Boom.
And then as always, transactions. You've always got to have the transactions. If you pause the video, you can see exactly how much I spent where. Good luck. Then very last, kind of a cool feature they have is they've teamed up with a lot of different organizations and companies to help find you savings and make money. If you just go over here real quick, insurance, these little light bulbs are kind of like their advertisements. And then you can go through and look at all these different categories, how to lower your bills, health savings account, the benefits, tax services, whole bunch of cool things, and it's definitely worth looking at. It's free. You don't have to have the paid version to do this.
Nice.
So like we talked about, there's a free version, there is a paid version. The free version is free, and the version that you pay for costs $3 per week, or you can just go $8 a month for the month. So obviously 3 times 4 is more than 8. So if you're planning on doing it for long term, you might as well do the month to month. But if you're just trying to feel it out, do the free version. If you want to add a little bit more, pay $3, try it real hardcore for the week, and then see if you like it then.
As far as the interface or simplicity goes for Pocketguard, it is pretty simple to use.
Yeah.
It has it all right there. I mean, it's very strictly budgeting features, so it has a bunch of that. It looks very similar to Mint in my opinion. Maybe not as easy and simple as Mint is. In my opinion, it's not one of my favorite interfaces, but it still is very simple to use, very straightforward, and easy user-friendly.
If you look hard enough, it has like oil stains. You know, like when you pour like oil in water and it has like that rainbow-y kind of like wavy stuff?
Wow.
That's like the whole background.
I changed my mind. Beautiful.
You don't like that now?
Yeah.
I thought so. So the budgeting feature is good, and like Ethan said, very Mint-esque. So if you know what Mint is, that's the other budget app that's probably the most popular one out there. So you can look at the budgeting side. It doesn't do like the green and red, it does like this purpley.
Boo purple, get us green.
They have like that oil trend going, and it's just kind of like that dark purpley thing. Anyway, kind of cool. So obviously if you've spent over, it turns red, and then you can set that up. Only catch is with the free version, I think you can only set up like 3 budgets. I learned a cool little trick though. And hopefully Pocketguard doesn't watch this video and catch this. If you sign up for the free trial, you can set up all of your budgets, and then you cancel your free trial, and they stay.
Life hacks.
Then if you go to your savings goal, which is kind of fun, you can save up for whatever you want. You name it, whatever you want. And then this cool feature that we talked about earlier, this autosave, which is coming soon, hop on the wait list. It's gonna be a crazy ride, let me tell you. Basically, it's just like throwing your money down automatically, and it just withdraws it. It's insured, it's its own separate account. They don't have any fees or minimums or anything like that. But they take that money away so that you can't spend it, so that you can save it for what you want to. In my case, a Benchmade Mediator, which is pretty sweet.
Corner 1, Truebill, corner 2, Pocketguard, left corner, right corner, blue fish, red fish. Comparing the two apps, it's kind of difficult sometimes.
You were comparing an apple to an orange.
It's true.
Or they also say you were comparing a Pocketguard to a Truebill?
It is what they say. I've heard it. Truebill, yes, it's a budgeting app. Yes, it helps you save money, but it leans more towards managing your subscriptions, canceling your subscriptions, looking at recurring investments, expenses, and lowering your bill cost, which is what they'll do for you. Pocketguard, on the other hand, doesn't focus on that, and they focus on the budgeting feature. So they do a really good budget. Truebill doesn't do as good of a budget feature like Pocketguard does with the different categories. So it's hard to say, all right, which one's better, because it depends what you're going for.
And I think another thing that Pocketguard does so well with their budget is they have that separate account that you do automatic deposits into to save for extra things that you want. Vacations, fun, massages, knives, you name it, all the good stuff. So I feel like you might like how Truebill looks a little bit better.
I like Truebill a little more. It's a little bit more simple. I'm fairly confident with my budgeting confidence, how I do it.
Beautiful.
So I would lean more towards Truebill because I think it has more useful resources for me personally. If you're not as good with budgeting, maybe you should lean a little bit more towards Pocketguard, because that will tailor towards your needs more.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. If you don't have a budget at all whatsoever, I would probably recommend going with first Pocketguard, and then once you can kind of get your budget under control, or you might as well do both. But the bill feature, everybody's got bills. So it's kind of a cool feature that Truebill does.
So let us know down in the comment section if you've tried one or two of these apps. Let us know which one you prefer more, and let us know. We love to hear your input. If you want us to review a different app, investing or budgeting, let us know. We'll do a review video. We love these things, and we do them for you guys. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment, and we'll catch you next time.
All the good stuff. We'll see you.